Was there more to say?
Well, Sarah didn't get in the last.
Well, no, we've been talking so much because I think we all know, and everyone that's watched any video recognizes a woman should never be tragically killed.
Yeah.
That use of force was like, there's no proportionality.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not
It's
what.
unjustified.
And
That's not what
she said to the guy, I'm not mad at you.
No, and we've discussed.
And then he called her a bitch.
Somebody did.
Yeah.
Well, somebody did.
We've been
Wasn't
going
it?
back and
unclear.
forth on that, but as you read all these articles and the debates going back, you're seeing like the safety of these protesters is the most important part. And in a normal circumstance, I'd say, hey, I expect these law enforcement expert agent people to guide that charge and be leadership. But we're living in a time, we all know right now, where at times the law is convenient or inconvenient.
Well, they also have limited training.
I'm sorry.
That's right. Well, but the thing here is you have people going out, and in normal times you could say, well, this is clearly this, but a woman's dead now. Right. So like, we have to be going out and using that responsibly.
And
so
the investigation's still playing out. We don't know where it's going to land. We don't know where the FBI investigation is going to land.
Well,
the state's not part of
My
it.
favorite part about
charge.
this is that Trump is worried about protesters in Iran. He's ready to go and take on the government of Iran to protect the protesters in Iran, but not in this country.
Yes.
Yeah. America first. What happened to that?
Well, that is remarkable because for those people that aren't following that story, you know, Iranians have been protesting in the street, which is something that you generally don't see in that country.
And a lot of them have been killed.
And over
hundreds
500, over 500 of them have been killed.
Yes.
So the notion that this president is somehow now concerned, the same president that said he wanted permission to shoot protesters in the legs, is now now wants to somehow intervene in geopolitics in Iran.
Who is following him anymore? Who likes him?
But Sarah,
Who are you?
Yeah.
Well, how much more does he have to do?
I don't know.
God.
But Sarah, to your point, I think it is very important to understand that these ICE agents, they've been recruited. Yep. They're young, and many of them are young and inexperienced. This officer apparently was not. Jonathan Ross was not. But some of them are young, inexperienced. Instead of 13 weeks of training, they have 6 weeks of training. So even though you may want to protest, you may want to help your neighbors and watch your neighborhood, you do have to protect yourself. And you should de-escalate as much as possible.
Remember that it's a tinderbox situation because, listen, a lot of us are really angry at ICE right now because of what we saw in Minneapolis. They've also come up against attacks. They've been shot at in a number of states. There is a reaction that can come from that. This law enforcement officer, it's been reported, 10 years on the job, but he'd apparently had vehicles rammed at him before. I would argue he should probably be held back for some training until he's ready to be in that situation.
I really worry about that Trump is looking for this kind of pandemonium to go on, like you just described, so that he could declare martial law or something, and also cancel the midterms.
Well, under martial law, you won't have elections.
Yeah. That's what she's saying. But listen,
because he's worried. He even said,
if
the Democrats take Congress next time, I will be impeached, which means that he could be convicted and sent to jail. He does not want that to happen.
So here's what I'm going to suggest again. Know your rights, but also check out and find out what their rights are. Let us be very clear. Not all ICE agents are out of control. Not all of them. Some of them actually do know what they're doing, and they're having a hard time because they don't recognize the agency they've worked for years. So there's a lot going on. But keep in mind, you have the right. You don't have the right to be a bonehead, okay? You can't spit on people. People don't like it. But you do have the right to say, we don't like what we see. We're going to protest. And know that if they come up on you, the ACLU is saying, listen, think carefully about what you say. Keep your hands where the officers can see them. Don't run or touch an officer.
Correct.
Write down everything you remember about an incident as quick as you can, or try to find a witness and get their names and phone numbers. They don't really do that now because people have phones. So you know everyone is watching. Keep yourself safe. Keep them safe. Protest all you want to. Don't get yourself in a trick bag.